All right, Shalom. Kol Yahweh Bashem Yahushai Bashem Rakakwadash. Double honors to our elders and apostles of Great Millstone. Peace, love, and salutations unto the elect. This is the book of John. All right, the fourth chapter. I was listening to the Apostle Gabar. All right, his recent video he just uploaded, going into the restoration of the house of David. And it can't be restored without David, right? And he often mentions it, but he mentioned the true worshipers, through the Spirit. I just wanted to go into it, all right, just real quick, just kind of getting into the actual etymology of the word true when you're looking at the scripture, man. All right, so this is the book of John, chapter 4, all right, and we can just, start up a little bit, all right. So this was the woman at the well, all right. We'll start at verse 19 just to grab the point. The woman saith unto him, Sir, I perceive that thou art a prophet. Our fathers worshipped in this mountain, and ye say that in Jerusalem is the place where men ought to worship. Verse 21, of course, being a point that, Elder Apostle Gabar, he often brings out. All right, Yahushua saith unto her, Woman, believe me, the hour cometh when ye shall neither in this mountain nor yet at Jerusalem worship the Father. Ye worship ye know not what. We know what we worship, for salvation is of the Jews. Exactly, man. All right, which, like I said, the Elder Apostle always kind of goes into it. Okay, but the verse that I'm going to prioritize today is the 23rd. All right, which as it reads, the 23rd verse. But the hour cometh, and now is, all right, when the true worshipers shall worship the Father in spirit and in truth, for the Father seeketh such to worship him. All right, and I want to grab the word true. Okay, now this word true.
Strong's G 228.
Right, I don't know.
Alethinas. Strong's G 220.
All right. Now. This is the base word, all right, and we'll go into the root word as well, all right. Now, the base word means that which has not only the name, all right, Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai, Wahawakakwadash, all right, that which has not only the name and resemblance, all right, because we're striving to be, all right, like Yahushai, man, but the real nature corresponding to the name. You see that? So, hey, man, this is what it means to be a true worshiper, all right? Not only having a name, all right, not only having a resemblance, all right, to Yahushai, all right, but the true nature, the real nature that corresponds to that name, man, all right, in every respect, according to the idea signified by the name, real, true, and genuine, all right? And also down here says true, veracious, and sincere, all right? Opposite to what is fictitious, all right? Counterfeit, imaginary, all right? Hey, what Esau like to say, we're in a simulation, all right? Opposite to that which is simulated, man, all right? And that's what you have. You have a lot of Israelites that operate in a manner of a simulation, They operate in a manner that's ultimately contrary to what it really means to be a true worshiper, all right? Because you not only have to have the name, all right, you not only have to be, rehearsing, all right, but you have to fully take on that nature, all right? Because there are plenty of people that have the resemblance, right? They have fringes on, they hit the highways and hedges, they have the name, all right? But when you look at their spirit, man, all right, it doesn't correspond to the real nature of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, man. All right, and we'll grab the root word. Okay. Now, of course, it says true. All right, loving the truth. Okay, but I want to go further, man, because when you go into the root word of this word, all right, it goes into the first letter of the Greek alphabet. All right, and what does that mean, man? Alpha. All right, Hamashiach Yahushai is the alpha to indicate that he is the beginning and the end. And what comes to mind? All right, Ephesians. All right, so the true worshipers, all right, who have been predestinated are the same ones that were with him in the beginning. All right, and he even said it himself, man, and we'll grab it after I grab the second root word, all right, which means to be hidden. All right, the true worshipers are hidden, All right. We operate secretly, if you will, man, because the world is blinded. All right. So when the world is blinded, as this place is filled with all manner of unrighteousness and wickedness, all right, it's hidden from them, man. You know, so hey, man, in order to be a true worshiper, it's beautiful because hey, you have to take on these attributes, man, to the fullest extent. All right, and not only that, okay, you have to love it, man. You have to speak it. You got to operate in it. And then even going further, it further validates, all right, that, hey, it all goes back to Yahweh, Bahashem Yahushai, because we were those same, hey, matter of fact, let's just grab it. Oh, man, I got it here. I was about to open the browser. What's the, we'll get Ephesians first, all right, a very common one. All right, Ephesians chapter 1, verse 4, according as he has chosen us in him before the foundation of the world, that we should be holy and without blame before him in love, having predestinated us unto the adoption of children by Hamashiach Yahushai by himself, according to the good pleasure of his will. All right. There's another one. I think it's, let me just search it. I think it's John. Which were with me from the beginning. I might be mistaken. I don't think it's John. Yeah, it is John. John chapter 15. All right. And we'll go ahead and start at the 21st verse. Okay. Actually, 19. If you were of the world would love his own. But because ye are not of the world, but I have chosen you out of the world, therefore the world hateth you. Exactly, man. Because we were those elect spirits, man. Lord's will, man. All right. So that's why we can't get along with this world, man. This establishment, that's why it's even a battle, which really is spiritual power. It's even a battle to maintain, how can I say this? Maintain your ways in this world, if you will. That requires spiritual power, man. All right. Because if we're being honest with ourselves, with the way things have been, with the things that we see, it drives us to certain places, man. I remember, really early on for me, like my first year, in the knowledge, or having the knowledge. All right. Because I've only been in this thing really for 2 years now, since I started doing the labor. But I'm pretty sure most of us brothers have, similar stories. We heard it first, but it was some time before, it's a process, man. And that was one of those things, man. I was for the first year and a half or so of me having learned all of these things and continue to learn it. I mean, it was to the point where I wanted to, I could have spazzed at any moment, man. But it was only through the Spirit and power of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, that maintained me, And again, man, kind of getting into it, the alpha and going into those who take on the true nature of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, those are the true worshipers, man. Let's continue. Verse 20, remember the word that I said unto you, the servant is not greater than his Lord. If they have persecuted me, they will also persecute you. If they have kept my saying, they will keep yours also. Right, man? So we have authority, man. All right. We have authority, all right, given unto us through the Spirit and power of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. All right. Verse 21, but all these things will they do unto you for my name's sake, because they know not him that sent me. Exactly, man. Because they weren't part of that, the same way they aren't able to be part of it now. If I had not come and spoken unto them, they had not had sin. But now they have no cloak for their sin. Hey, and that's another testament to, the beautiful labors that we do week in and week out, starting with the elders and apostles of Great Millstone on down, man. Okay? Hey, because this word, all right, ultimately cuts these people, man. All right? It cuts our people, they don't have no cloak anymore, man. All right. And we're almost at that time period, which really the gospel has already reached, it's already done what it's supposed to have done, in the sense of, then shall the end come, right? In this gospel, the kingdom shall be preached in all the earth, and then shall the end, but the elect still aren't saved. All right. So, still work to be done, man, but it's just beautiful. Again, just tying it all in. All right. This is what it means to be a true worshiper. All right. And this is why Yahweh Shai said these things, man. All right. Because in order, again, to be those true worshipers, you have to take on everything that encompasses it. All right. And when you take on everything that encompasses it, that means taking on everything that Yahweh Shai took on. All right. And you would have to ask your question, am I capable of taking on what Yahweh Shai took on? Okay. Verse 23, he that hateth me hateth my Father also. If I had not done among them the works which none other man did, they had not had sin. But now have they both seen and hated both me and my Father. Exactly. And that's the same thing unto us. All right. They see the works that we do, man. Okay. The same way they saw the works that Yahweh Shai did. All right. And of course, there were miracles, all right, and things, more specifically, the works which none other man did, literally all those miracles and beautiful works, all right. Hey, but in today's day and age, that's prophesying, man. That's being out on the highways and hedges, all right, with the power and authority of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai, man, all right, because nobody's doing what we're doing, man, all right. Starting with the elders and apostles of Great Millstone on down. Verse 25, but this cometh to pass that the word might be fulfilled that is written in their law, they hated me without cause. But when the Comforter is come, whom I will send unto you from the Father, even the Spirit of truth, which proceedeth from the Father, he shall testify of me. And ye also shall bear witness, because ye have been with me from the beginning. All right. So just to kind of bring it all home, man. All right. That's why, the book of John makes mention of the true worshipers, man. All right. That's what it means to be a true worshiper. All right. To take on all of those characteristics, that nature, that trait. All right. And again, going into those root words, to love the truth, but really going back to Yahweh Shai to indicate that he is the beginning, which is beautiful. All right. And then just the last point here. All right. I wanted to grab the word for truth. Okay, which they're basically the same. All right, in truth. Okay, here we go. The truth as taught in the Israelite religion, respecting Yahweh and the execution of his purposes through Yahweh Shai. You see that? All right, the execution of Yahweh's purposes are done through Yahweh Shai and the angels. Okay, but not only that, and respecting the duties of man. All right. That's another characteristic, man. Respecting the duties of man. All right. Being able to, matter of fact, what it say? Obey them that have rule over you. All right. Oh, come on. Hebrews 13 and 17. Obey them that have the rule over you, and submit yourselves, for they watch for your souls, as they that must give account, that they might do it with joy and not with grief, for that is unprofitable for you. All right. And the Wadi Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai Bashem Kakodash, because this is something that I've had to learn, man. Okay. The Lord, allowed me to go through a beautiful, humbling experience. All right. And ultimately, where I was when I first came into the ministry wasn't in order, wasn't in the correct, just things weren't done correctly. All right. And so when you come into a new job, right, if you don't receive the appropriate training, you're going to fail. You're going to make mistakes. All right. And that was the same thing that happened, spiritually. All right. But the thing is, when you're on that job, and you might have somebody that's watching, your manager or something. They might recommend you for something better because they see that you're determined. They see that you're willing to try to, and that's basically what the Lord did, for me. I didn't know nothing. All right. I was prideful, arrogant, hey man, all the things you can think of when you're a young brother, and you have that zeal, but not according to knowledge, right? And, ultimately, the Lord allowed me to be under the brothers of Great Millstone Rochester for a season, and through that experience, even still talking to the brother just the other day, all right, through those experiences, I was able to understand and see the faults of my ways, man. All right. And also be taught, you know, because when you get, you know, like I said, I referenced the job, right? You know, you might get bumped up to, you know, doing something, but guess what? You wasn't fully trained, man. So you might get demoted, you know, right back to where you was before, because you need to, you need to, you need to be able to execute those things, man, before you get bumped up to that next level, you know, and that's part of being a true worshiper. All right, you need to refine those things that's at the first step before you try to get bumped up to the second step, man. All right, but the beautiful thing about it is that the Lord will allow you to get to the second step to show you that you wasn't ready for it, man, and humble your ass down, you know. And we've seen, you know, plenty of examples of that. All right. You know, by way of humility, you know, Jonah, you know, humbling, you know, by way of, you know, just putting us, you know, through the refinement, you know, furnace of affliction, you know, Job, by way of prophecy, like foreshadowing certain events, the way he had our forefather, the prophet Isaiah, you know, naked for 3 years, symbolizing what was about to take place. All right. You know, all these different examples, man. But the point is made, all right, in closing, you know, just kind of going into that John, the fourth chapter and 23rd verse, you know, it's just beautiful. And this is the importance of going into words, man. All right. Because basically that word true and also that word truth, it all goes back to being predestinated. It all goes back, all right, to being those who were with Yahushua at the beginning, loving the truth. All right. And yeah, man, you know, that's pretty much it, man. You know, so, hey, Lord's will you was edified. I just wanted, you know, it was on my spirit to share it, man. And, you know, just remember these things, man. You know, remember these things. And posing that question in closing, you know, can you, you know, are you able to withstand the things that Yahushua withstood, man? All right, because that's what it means to be a true worshiper, you know, being hated, being scoffed at. You know, all those things, man. All right. And fighting through it, you know, and spiritually, you know, being able to continue to execute and rehearse the righteous acts that you're doing, you know, with austerity, but also with mercy, you know, with compassion. All right. With justice, with judgment, with equity. All right. With grace and mercy, you know, all those things, man, you know, because it's a balance. You know, you can't be, you know, you can't be, you know, you can't not show mercy, all right? Because then the Lord won't show you mercy, you know? But that don't mean you're slack in your judgment either, you know? So, hey, Lord's will you was edified. In closing, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Rakakodash, the honors to our elders and apostles of Great Millstone. Peace, love, and salutations unto the elect. Shalom.